culture.
But I mean, does that make it more important than the Holocaust, of the millions that were killed, the atrocities around the world? I don't know how you can delineate Holocaust from my other. Like, they're more important than they are?
No, not at all. What I'm saying is that there are Holocausts like what the Third Reich, what the Nazis did to millions of Jews and others, and there was a Holocaust of what under Joseph Stalin in the Soviet Union.
Totally agree.
But like right here we have a Holocaust. Oh yeah, so I mean, and also Mao Zedong. The Holocaust there.
Yeah.
And
so, but you guys are just focused on this thing right now, is that?
Well, this because so far in America alone, there's been over 60 million children murdered only surgically. Thank you, man.
Right.
Check it out.
Okay. Thank you.
And I mean, there are people murdered all over the world, but in this country, it's quote unquote unlegal or sanctioned by our government. Paid for with our tax dollars.
But all the other ones were too, if you think about it. They were the government and they went in. Hitler, he was the government, he did it. So all I'm saying is I just was curious why you guys delineate this from others, because they don't have a voice maybe? Is that it?
Well, I mean, there's many reasons the children who are being murdered have no voice.
Right.
They're systematically murdered every day by the thousands.
Right.
No one talks about it. But that's a big reason.
Actually, I take issue with that. I think people are talking about it, which is a good thing.
I can tell you from experience they don't.
No one talks about abortion?
You know how old I was when I found out about this? 22.
Well, then I'm sorry you lived a sheltered life, but it's Roe versus Wade. You know when that was, and we've been talking. It's been a hot topic, and it's one of those things about the right to choose has been on the political agenda radar for ever since then. So I think people are talking about it in a big way, which I think is great. And you guys being out here causes people to talk about it, right?
Exactly, and that's there
you go.
Well, I mean,
I think where we. Not to cut everything.
No, go ahead. I was just asking.
I think everybody tends to look to Washington.
Yeah, they do.
So they think. Good job, guys. Thank you. So they think that Washington's got this taken care of. Our Republicans have got this taken care of.
Yeah.
We've got a justice now, so they've got this taken care of. But we don't look and take personal responsibility. What can we do where we're at?
Wow, you think that Washington thinks they got it taken care of?
No, I think we look to Washington
to do our dirty work for us.
Like it's not our problem. They're going to take care of it for us.
We put all of our faith in the Republican Party.
Well, I don't.
I think you're a rare exception.
No way.
Yeah.
It's not just that. It's also that. Like you go to politicians or even Christians and say we need to end this. They're like, well, the Supreme Court has ruled. You get that so often. The Supreme Court's ruled, therefore we got to change it. It's like they just have it in their minds. Well, the Supreme Court's ruled, therefore we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
No, we need to defy the courts over this and over homosexual marriage, and obey God. And with this, the thing here in America is down the road there's children being mass murdered today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, I know that.
And almost no one cares. And I speak that from experience. For 10 years,
but to say things like almost no one cares, that's taking away the voice of so many people that do, though. Because you're assuming that you would know what they think.
I can tell they're thinking about what they say. Because in my sphere of influence, almost no one talks about it.
There you go.
Almost no one.
That's a very good point. In your sphere of influence, I like the way you put that.
Well, but I'll also say this. I talked to other Christians who've been talking to Christians for decades, and they say, yeah, no one talks about it. No one, or even those who do talk about it, the very small number that do, it's no big deal.
Let me ask you this: how often do you hear it preached from the pulpit?
I'm sorry?
How often do you hear it preached from the pulpit?
Well, I don't, because I don't go to church.
I think it's very rare that it's preached from the pulpit.
I mean, it was when I heard about this when I was 22. I never heard one single mention from the pulpit, not one.
Wow.
I never heard a Christian in my sphere of influence talk about it one time.
All I was saying, the only reason I came out, I got to get this food to my wife before it gets cold. And thank you for talking to me, by the way, and not just saying I'm going to hell because I don't have a green shirt on or because my eyes aren't blue or whatever the hell it is.
No, it wouldn't be
biblical.
biblical.
But anyway,
I mean, you'll go to hell if you don't repent of your sins. I mean, unless you've already repented of them.
I don't believe that any of that anyway, so that doesn't matter.
Well, that's what the Bible says.
Excuse me?
That's what the Bible says. This is what Jesus said.
Yeah, and L. Ron Hubbard wrote a book that people pray to too. So
what's that?
I said an L. Ron Hubbard wrote a fictitious book that people pray to as well.
Oh, he was a servant of Satan. He had no credibility.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, that's good. My whole point was that I came over here because I was just thinking that all the genocides and everything that happened all around the world, and I would think it'd be a more effective use of real estate here to show like Rwanda, Hitler. And
we actually have a display like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we do.
And to equate it rather than just to show dead fetuses.
We've actually got a display that we
Good. Okay, because I was thinking, if it's truly a genocide, then let's bring it up against the other accepted genocides.
And that's what we try to have conversations with people when they see these images. We try to make that parallel.
Yeah. Well, maybe putting those images in conjunction with the other could do it visually, just like that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would just thank you. Thanks for talking.
What was your name?
Cliff.
Nicholas.
Nicholas, nice to meet you.
Lucas, good to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day, guys.